going to do is we're going to look at volume of spheres. You're going to notice that this is section 26B. A was the surface area and then B is the volume. When you find the volume of a sphere, you're going to notice a couple of things with the formula. First of all, it's R cubed, because cubed is volume. And then you're going to notice the number out front of it is 4/3. Another thing you're going to notice is something called the great circle. So anytime they mention the great circle, what that is that's the largest part of a sphere. It's kind of like the equator. A hemisphere is the great circle that divides it into two hemispheres. So think of it this way. You've got the northern hemisphere, which is the north part of the globe, and the southern hemisphere, which is the bottom part of the globe. So that great circle or the equator cuts it in half. Let's take a look at a couple examples. First of all, they ask us to find the volume of a sphere with the diameter of 16 meters. So what I'm going to do is grab the formula V equals 4/3 pi r cubed. And we're going to just use this like a recipe. Notice it's the diameter, it's not the radius. So the radius then is 16 divided by 2. So the radius is 8. I'm going to take the 8. I'm going to cube it. Volume equals 2,144.66, and that's meters cubed. When you plug this in the calculator, I generally take the 8 and cube it first and then push equals. And then what I do is take it times pi and then take it times 4/3. So I work backwards. Okay, this one, it says the volume of the sphere is 288 pi, and they ask us to find the diameter. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that formula that they gave us, volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. They're telling me the volume is this. So I'm going to take 288 pi equals 4/3 pi r cubed. And I've got to try to find the radius, and then what that will do is that will help me with the diameter. So what I'm going to do first of all is divide both sides by pi. And again, you don't need to show this. If you want to just follow along, it might help you. If I divide both sides by pi, these cancel. And so I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to go 288 equals 4/3 r cubed. To get rid of that 4/3, then I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal, which is 3/4. Again, you do not need to show this gray work. I'm just showing it to you so you understand how to do it. So I'm going to take 288 and I'm going to multiply it by 3/4. And I end up with 216 r cubed. And now this part you will need to show. What you're going to do is you're going to take the cubed root. So I'm not going to take the squared root, I'm going to take the cube root. And you're going to notice that I have a little 3 tucked into that little check mark area of the radical. And so I'm going to come down and I'm going to say my radius is, and you're going to go on your calculator and you're going to take the cubed root of 216. And I end up with 6. To find the diameter then, I'm going to take 2 times 6. Notice I'm using parentheses. And that ends up giving me 12. And this would be feet. If you're having problems finding the cube root, there is a part on your calculator that looks like this. On my calculator, what you end up doing is you put in the number 3, then I push the second key, and then I pushed this key, and then I put in like my 216 and pushed enter. It kind of depends on the calculator, and if you need help on that, definitely let me know. I'll be happy to help you. Okay? And that is it for volume. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to help.